wish to tell you why it's a good morning. Oh man, winter's here. The planet's not burning. We're not burning. The trees are beautifully green and eating up all that wonderful CO2. One of the main foundations of life on this planet, CO2. Yeah, I like the way they fail to, the propaganda folks fail to let people know that CO2 follows the weather, follows the heat, follows climate. Climate doesn't follow CO2. But hey, you yell it loud enough and you say it enough times, and people believe your BS. Oh no, we can't trust in that fact. So let's just make sure we indoctrinate the kids. I mean, after all, we are co-parents to everybody's kids. Property is outlawed on this land. Oh, speaking of outlaws, so Trudeau's big thing this morning. Yeah, now he's now threatened, all the social media companies with by way of extortion if they don't shut down an undefined hate speech or whatever in the companies. So like I mentioned this before, the legal society practices extortion on folks all the time. And the man-child that I dress as Justin now is publicly extorting, any social media company, and so just guilty now, guilty. You're guilty until proven innocent. Oh man. So I don't know. I guess I'll be shut down, eh? The Republic of Alberta is not a joke. It's a serious deal. And the more I see these dictators threatening, extorting, brainwashing, lying, attacking and arresting our free press. Did anybody on this land ever think we'd come down to this? So extortion, straight up, way to go, Mr. Trudeau. I know Scheer isn't going to say a damn word about it. Do you think any of the candidates are going to call him out on this? I mean, they're purposely not covering Maxime Bernier. His polls are too low. My wife answered a poll the other day and didn't even bring Maxine up, so what good's your frickin' poll? Our public service has declared war on the people. And these guys that are enjoying the benefits of attacking the common folk on this land through your payoffs and so on and so forth from these corrupt public servants, you'll be next. Don't think you're safe. Once a totalitarian dictator gets over a certain hump, that's it. Nobody's safe. Stalin's own buddies were not safe. Hitler's own buddies were not safe. So everybody totes the party line. I was watching a commentary by a woman who I believe works for the National Post. But anyways, she was doing a thing on Elizabeth May and how Elizabeth May's underlings are all, I was impressed. I put up my question that I asked the wannabe candidates, wannabe dictators. That's why, unless, I'm voting for that Sean guy for the PPC. Totally impressed that he's a first responder. So he's into the business of saving lives. I don't know if anyone watching this stuff has ever had to clean up a dead body. Okay. Not a good thing. But anyways, yeah, no, he's a veteran. I was totally impressed with that. A veteran. Whoa. Hey, are veterans even allowed to run for politics? Aren't they an enemy of the political corporate body? Well, they're always getting attacked by our public service slash totalitarian dictators. Wow, what a nation. What a corporate soul we have dictating down on us. I've met more humane corporations with better mandates than these weirdos. That's the thing. Like, these weirdos. Can't you guys stay within the mandates that the government's supposed to? I don't see anywhere where it's against the law to have free press. I don't see anywhere that, says that I guess there's nothing written down actually that says a politician has to answer a question, is there? Well, it's corrupt folks. They got all our money, they got all our natural resources, they still got our native cousins on prisoner of war camps we call reserves. They're bringing in folks from opposite cultures than ours, like by mass. We're pretty much, looks like we're pretty much done. I sure like that. Do you guys see that, what's his name? I keep calling him Sam. You see the professor that running for the PPC in London, Ontario? Oh, please forgive me, man. I'm sorry. I'm just terrible with names, but I call him Sam anyways. I believe I know he was an immigrant, and I know he's a professor, but wow, what a speaker. What a great speaker, man. I just love that guy. I love his heart. I love his heart towards this nation. Wow, just awesome. So Trudeau, after you outlaw anybody from their free expression through extortion on the companies that run social media, so once you're done with that, when will we see the new, Liberal Party youth? Like, are you going to actually have, camps, youth camps and that for, Liberal Totalitarian Party to make sure our kids are re-educated? More, just to make sure that their mom and dad and family values and the customs of this land are not instilled in our children, just to make sure that you get the point across that the end of the world is here, that whoever runs as the prime minister has to know that you are God and you have all the answers, and that nobody can publicly criticize you in private or public. Do you guys realize that the Nazi youth used to rat their parents out? Okay? If their parents had any political views that were against the Nazi party, they were ratted out and they were hauled away. That's the new Canada that you guys wish to live in, eh? Wow. How can anybody even vote Liberal? I can see it if you're on their dime, on the public dime through those totalitarian wannabe regime dictators. But so you think anybody's going to call Trudeau out on extorting the social media and the free expression of the people of this land through social media? You think Andrew Casper Milquetoast Scheer is going to say anything? He's bullying and arresting our free press. He just gets everything. And that lady, well, it wasn't accredited. What do you mean credited? So that gives you a right to bully this guy and have him arrested? Can you believe that cop taking his job so serious? Hey, following orders. Don't forget the Nuremberg trials. Just following orders. Don't forget the elite of France. Okay? After the French Revolution was over. Yeah. What was that? So we got piano wires, hanging by piano wire, and guillotines, eh? So maybe that's why you're gonna. I wonder what kind of prison camps are they just gonna kill us? Like we've only got so many jails. So I know Trudeau was making more prisons. Said we needed more, and said we needed private prisons. I remember him talking about that. Was that his forethought? Hey, we need a bunch more prisons now because once we complete our takeover and become full-fledged dictators of Canada, now we need more places more dungeons to stick critical and free thinkers. Those who would dare express their opinion in public. Those who would dare believe that they are innocent until proven guilty. Those who would dare, claim a right to go from point A to point B on public roads. Those who would dare forage for necessities from public land. Those who would dare not have enough money to pay all the fines that we're going to lay upon their shoulders and have nothing left to take. Yeah, I think you're going to need more prisons there, Mr. Trudeau. Man-child. So yeah, it's pretty scary. It's I believe Trudeau would like a hybrid cross of his vision for Canada is more like, China/Cuba. So, China, they're allowed to eat meat when they can find it. And those folks, they eat everything. Like Chinese food in China is not really for me, man. But if I was starving and had to eat frogs and weird creatures, I guess I would. But yeah. So we'll be like Cuba. We'll be eating nuts and fruit. Well, see, fruit's expensive in Canada because we're so cold. So I don't know. In Cuba, fruit grows pretty good. So they're blessed that way. Their national pastime in Cuba is music, because that's the only thing that they can do to basically stay out of trouble, and basically all they can really afford to do. Let's see, China. Well, there's all the children left behind when their parents. They got a law in China that, if you go to the city for a job, you can't bring your kids with you. So the kids are left behind with their grandparents, and there's millions of kids in China that were left behind so their parents could go to the city to work, and raising themselves or being raised by their grandmother or great-grandmother, yeah, there's a dissonance there for those poor kids, that poor generation of kids. Yeah, sing, hey, yeah. Yay. Sing, yeah. Yeah, you're a China fan too, are you? Yay. We got to clean house, guys. We have to clean house. I don't know what we're going to do. Well, it's not my wish at all to see what could have been the greatest nation on the face of the planet split. You know, but hey Trudeau, I'm off to Alberta. I'm with my cousins in Alberta. Well, I've got direct bloodline there, heritage. But yeah, I'm gone. Unless, of course, you shut down the movement of the people prior to me getting there, which could very well happen. I mean, hey, come out, hey, you got 24 hours to shut down all these social media guys. Boom, boom, boom. 24 hours, boom. For what? Well, anything I don't agree with. But what don't you agree with? Free speech. You can't have free speech here. How dare you? How dare you criticize a politician? We are your corporate soul. You must obey. Man, you think our Quebecois cousins would be like rioting in the streets over something like this? I mean, serious. Wow. You know, that's one thing I've always respected. Like, I don't believe in destroying private property to protest something. But that is something I've always respected with my Quebecois cousins, is that they stand up for themselves. The reason they receive is because they stand up for themselves. The reason that we are being trashed, stepped on, booted around, treated like chattel, slaves, in servitude of this corporate soul is because we don't. We sit there looking at our neighbor, and we eat the propaganda handed down to us by the propaganda stations, government-controlled propaganda stations, and we sit there and we fight and hate each other over our indifferences, all orchestrated by Ottawa, all orchestrated by the corporate soul, these politicians. That's what they do to us. And so at least with Quebec, you know, they have, like, you know, for good or bad, they have a sense of community, they have a sense of unity, and they have a strong sense of their culture. And all we do is bitch and piss and moan individually, hate our neighbors next door, and ask the government what they're going to do about the government corruption that they caused and the chaos that they're causing on this land. How is the government going to fix the corruption that they created? Oh, I know. We're going to make more laws. Now, we're going to outlaw free speech, but it's for your own good. Now, we need to be recognized as co-parents, whether you like it or not, because you're not smart enough to raise your children, and you have no culture. And because you have no culture, we're going to give them a new culture. Just like pre-World War II Germany. And we'll call it the liberal youth. The liberal youth, the progressive youth. You know, the brainwashed, do-as-you're-told thinkers. Yeah, I heard that announcement this morning. It's too bad. It's too bad. So I don't know if anybody will receive this or won't receive it. I guess the airwaves are going to be shut down to the people here that don't tote the Progressive Party line. How come George Soros has been outlawed from 6 countries but not ours? I guess with the awakening of the people, of the travesties that that our public servants have brought upon us as free-loving peoples around the world, I guess they got to really push hard so that the awakening is too late, and that we will be in servitude too quickly to be able to do anything. Now, it's my thoughts. I hope you get this.